All right, so this is going to be another channel update. Um, I haven't made any progress with Renegade. I went to the Solemn High Mass on Friday night. I saw my dream girl. Her name is Nicole. And then I went to the Legion of Mary meeting. I didn't know the code to the door again, so I was running late. And then yesterday I went to the San Francisco Senatus, which is the San Francisco Legion of Mary. I couldn't get any confessions this weekend. I was going to confess heresy and what else? No, I was going to confess blasphemy and a little bit of presumption and some human dignity. You know, the usual stuff, but there were no priests around doing confessions. And they always brag about doing confessions before the Mass, but I didn't see anybody. I don't know what's going on over there. Anyways, they were going to show a lamestream movie about divine mercy or something yesterday. I thought about going, but then when I looked up the movie, I said, forget it. I'm not going to condone mainstream traditional Catholic stuff. Mainstream traditional Catholic, which is almost an oxymoron. And it's funny because when I went to the Senatus, the treasurer said, well, the church pastor, he's doing this monthly mass for suicide victims, which is somewhat economical. And I just laughed at him because I didn't know what to say. I was kind of caught me off guard, which is not a bad thing. But I could have said, when somebody's jumping off the bridge, they can do an act of contrition before they hit the water. So I could have contradicted him and stood up for the pastor priest who was showing that lamestream Catholic movie. And I'm sure I'm going to get more lamestream traditional Catholic stuff when we go see the nuns at 3:00 tomorrow. I'm doing my video a little early today. I've got to update my list. Karate Man keeps giving me recommendations after he said that he was going to wait a couple months. He waited 1 month. And now he's cramming my list with lamestream stuff. He actually recommended Saving Private Ryan, which was already on my list because Adrian had recommended it as realistic and gory. Steven Spielberg and all these lamestream actors. And the title of the movie itself kind of puts me off. But we still do this channel for Karate Man for the most part. I think I'll add a ton of AIP stuff now that Karate Man has stopped making recommendations. And notice how nobody's in the chat room right now, which is unusual because it should be daytime in Australia. I guess Saving Private Ryan is an Australian thing. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, so this Nicole lady was very short. She's always hanging around the church. I guess she's a volunteer because I always see her at the chapel. I thought her name was Lori Murdoch for some reason, but I met her Monday night when I was doing the adoration. And I'm going to do my adoration early at 2 p.m. Then there's some nuns talking about divine mercy at 3, which I'm not looking forward to. And then at 4, the Corleone is going to do some kind of art, followed by a reception. He's calling it Marian prayer. My son didn't even know what that was. Anyways, I finally set my alarm for PM, not AM. So I am making progress. But I do have a dental appointment next Saturday. So I don't know what they're going to do to my mouth, but they start doing if they start doing the root canals in the front, then I'm going to be out another $1,500 or something, $1,600 next week. So I don't know. I'm losing money so fast, and my checking account balance is kind of low, but I'm getting paid on Thursday. Anyways, I got a lot of stuff to do this morning. I guess I'll get through maybe episode 4 of season 3. I keep taking my sweet time because I got all this church stuff, dental work. I joined the Legion of Mary a couple weeks ago, and they say I can become an officer in three months. But they do the Divine Mercy Chaplet, and I don't know what this treasurer guy at the Senatus was talking about. Economical. I didn't know what to say. But I don't like to argue with these so-called traditional Catholics, handy label generalization, because unless it's over the Decalogue or something. So that's going to be my excuse in the confessional. I'm sure I'll get some kind of similar reaction to my blasphemy thing. But I've been good. I haven't watched any nudie movies. Much to the chagrin of Mr. Adrian. And yeah, I'll just keep plugging away at these, at my list. How big is my list? I think I'm at 957. This is much bigger than my Netflix queue. And my YouTube list from my prior life. It's kind of a combined list, I guess, of YouTube DVDs that I had on Netflix that I just transferred over. DVD titles that I transferred over. And now I'm adding stuff that's on Tubi and Amazon Prime. But some of the more obscure direct-to-video stuff, in other words, the good stuff that Karate Man is recommending, the David Bradley stuff, is not even available anywhere. So I can't accommodate Karate Man on every single thing that he's recommending. I don't know why he just went berserk. He said he was going to wait a couple months. But then I said in my last video that I was updating my list with AIP stuff. I guess he wanted to temper that with his recommendations. I have no idea what's going on, but now my list has multiple Karate Man recommendations right next to each other. So whenever I get around to finishing Renegade, which might not be until March of next year at the rate I'm going, start getting through the Karate Man stuff. It's just been slow getting through Renegade. I've just been taking my sweet time, spending too much time on other things. I had fun at the Senatus. I thought it's mostly old people there, but I saw the big family from Star of the Sea Church. They came late for the food, I guess. They got 8 kids, this family. And so that was pretty nice. Just a bunch of old people singing and praying and doing their formal meeting that they do. I don't know what they're doing, but I think I found out what happened during the public health emergency at my church. So what happened was they kept open the entire time, which was what consistent. I watched Father Joseph Elo interview on YouTube. So they kept open the whole time during the public health emergency. And then the state and or the mayor here said you had to limit it to outdoors, 12 people. It didn't matter if it was in a football stadium, which didn't make sense, according to Father Joseph. And so they started doing 25 masses a day with 12 people each. And then they started doing this grassroots kind of prayer at the cathedral. And the Archbishop noticed, and he, instead of just forwarding whatever the government mandate said to the parishes, he just said it's up to each parish to decide. So I might bump into Cordileone today when he does his art. But I can't address him as His Excellency because he supports the Catholic campaign for human development. And he pushed the something that I can't mention on this channel, but I thought it was a secret that Star of the Sea stayed open during the public health emergency, but actually, Father Joseph mentioned it in a YouTube video. So it's public knowledge, I guess. He got a lot of free publicity for fighting with the mayor over that. And yeah, pretty interesting story. I don't really. I wish I could go to St. Gertrude the Great in Ohio, but my son's not interested in the kind of sedevacantist church where Bishop Dolan used to be. Sanborn just has a seminary, and he's trying to get churches in England, but Dolan actually has a church in Ohio that he set up before he died. So, anyways, I guess I've been talking a lot about Catholic stuff. You're probably bored to death. But I did mention AIP and Karate Man stuff. Saving Private Ryan. Why am I adding all this lamestream movies to my list so that I can trash it later? Well, we'll give Karate Man the benefit of the doubt here. He's recommending a lot of lamestream stuff. James Bond, Steven Spielberg. Oh, what else? I don't know. A lot of lamestream actors and stuff. So, yeah, we'll try to keep this channel going sometime next year. Whenever I get around to finishing Renegade. As you can tell, my channel hit a standstill when I got down to Karate Man's recommendation for Renegade on my list. It had already been in standstill with the Miami Vice. And I was going to watch and review that church movie, but when I did some more investigation on Friday night, I realized that it's not something that I actually want to see. I don't care about Saint Faustina or her alleged apparition or the silly notion that Jesus is represented by divine mercy. Another component of Jesus is, Mary is more of a merciful person, but Jesus is more like half mercy, half justice. I mean, we talk about in the prayers that he's going to come to judge the living and the dead. He'll probably come to judge the living sooner rather than later, the way the wicked world is going. The government here hates God. Therefore, it hates me and my son. I think I can get away with sound like a lunatic fringe without talking about the public health emergency too much, but at least in regards to the one aspect of it that I won't mention, because I think the Supreme Court has yet to rule on YouTube censorship or something. Probably won't happen until March of next year, which also coincidentally happens to be the time when I restart my channel, God willing. all this Renegade stuff. I can't. My schedule is so busy these days with church related stuff. Hopefully, it's fruitful, and I can go on. I could start becoming good friend with this Nicole lady. I saw her the past 2 days, and she's looking good. She's got her hair up in a bun. She always wears the same coat. Always see her hanging around the Adoration Chapel. And yesterday she was talking to Father Joseph in the back while I was waiting in line for a confessional that didn't exist yesterday morning. I gotta go to the confessional this morning while my son is doing the altar service practice, and he'll probably cut in line in front of me. So at least I'll get a confessional today. It's been 8 days, and it's just been crazy week. I gotta work again next week. I gotta pick up my son at night. Then I've got the dental appointment Saturday morning. I can't go to the Legion of Mary meeting because I got a scheduling conflict. I don't know why the dental office was trying to reschedule my appointment for yesterday at 4, which conflicted with my Senatus potluck thing. And then my other choice was 10 a.m. on Saturday, which conflicts with my Legion of Mary meeting next week. So I decided to go to the Senatus, skip the church movie, and skip the Legion of Mary meeting next week. They want me to do some reading and then write down my explanation of it in the Legion of Mary book that they gave me. I spent about $22 on a rosary for my son because he broke another one. He broke this one. It's broken. We got this at the Father Mark's church in Belmont. He broke this one. So I had to buy another one. That was $12, and then I gave an additional $5 at the Solemn High Mass on Friday night. So that was $17. And that the Legion of Mary book was $10, I guess. Nobody knows how much those books cost, so I just guessed $10. Then I added another dollar for $11. So a lot of church activity and financial doom coming down the pike for me. I'll try to update my list. I don't know how many, but at the very least, I'll try to finish episode 4 of season 3. I've been procrastinating on Renegade so long, but I did take half a bottle of the energy drink, and I'm on my fast already. Laters.